Hi everyone and welcome back to this channel. Once again, I'm here with a new video. But first, before I say anything further, don't forget to subscribe and support this channel. Today what I did is I tried the one layer makeup hack. This was initially posted by Chloe Morello on her TikTok, and I saw so many beauty creators recreate this, and I thought, let me do it since I'm a brown gal. This look is essentially putting, little dots of makeup like like your blush, your foundation, your concealer, tinted moisturizer, whatever it is, bronzer in the spots that you usually would, but in like tiny dots, and then you start blending it from the lightest to the darkest. And that is essentially what I did, and I arrived at this look. I have some final thoughts because I had to do a little bit of tweaking for it to work with my skin, especially since I have pigmentation and dark circles. And I also have some few active pimples, so I tackled that in a certain way. So don't forget to watch the whole video to see how I did that. Once again, this look is not something that'll make you look perfect, like a full glam sort of makeup look. This is something to just look put together in the least amount of time. But you know what? Before we jump in, let me just darken a few of my pimples here to make them look like beauty spots rather than pimples, And this is a great trick that even you guys can use if you have like some active pimples and they're just like spoiling your look. Alright, now let's go into the video. Okay, at this point you must know that my skincare is done. If this is something that you're going for the daytime, don't forget to use your sunscreen. I have even gone ahead and done my brows because I wanted to not waste time later on. Quickly before we start, I'm going to use a corrector on this side beforehand, like before I do, whereas on this side what I'll try to do is use a corrector with when I start applying the products, mainly because I have like some pigmentation, dark circles, and I'm sure if I just go in like that it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna use my corrector. As you can see, I have a few breakouts here, a couple actually, about 5 on this side. So that's why I want to go ahead and pinpoint any of these breakouts with my corrector first, whereas on this side it is more or less it's kind of clear. I just have some pigmentation here and my usual dark circles. I'm going to use this thin brush to go over any of these breakouts first because they're kind of red. I'm just blending this with my ring finger. The warmth from your hands. Oh, some of them are painful. But yeah, the warmth from your hands will just like melt away the corrector. Oh man, this one's quite painful. And I'm going to correct this side. The whole point of this look is like to save some time, right? So again, just like my clean girl video, which if you haven't watched, I'm going to link here, but that is also kind of similar, right? Like it's not perfect, but the job kind of gets done. First up, I'll go in with the Born This Way concealer. My shade is warm beige. Okay, and I'll just place this here. Oh, I'm gonna use dots because she used dots, but let's see how I can do it on this side. I think I'll just kind of like go in a little, in a stripe. And now why essentially I want to place the concealer first and then go in with this is because if I place this first, I think it might stain my skin and there might be a patch because this particular corrector tends to set really fast. So that's why I want like a liquid base under it. That's the whole the process behind using this. So I'm just gonna place it only here because most of my darkness is just on this side. I'll just go ahead and place 2 little dots on my eyelid. And I'll just add a little bit of corrector on that. Maybe this part because it's where it has a darkness. Alright, I grabbed light beige. And this I'm just going to place in the center here. Any areas that I'd like to sort of bring forward. So I like to usually bring this part of my face forward. Just a tiny dot here. I think that's fine. After that is a tinted moisturizer or something. or your foundation even. I'm just gonna mix these two. I just like took a little bit of both. I may have to take more, I don't know, but I'm just applying it in little like dots everywhere. Definitely have to take more. I'm just trying this to see if this even works on like I don't have very problematic skin, but you know, I'm not too far away either. And most of these people on TikTok and whatever have like perfect skin. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour 1. I hope there's something, oh yeah. So I'll just like kind of place this. There, and I'll just go over my nose, just around here. This smells like a chiku, by the way, you know, and it's actually a nice smell. I'll just like put a little bit here, maybe just some on the sides of my face. Today, along with my rose ink purchase, I even got this the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch blush, and you know, this is my first time using it, by the way. I swatched it in Sephora, but you know, like everyone says, I'm just going to put like the tiniest dot. I don't know, is this much alright? Honestly, I'm not I have no idea how much to use, so I'm just like going in, though I think this is a lot. I'll just put like 2 tiny dots here because I like the colors to like all blend. I have a wet beauty blender here, which I'll just further dampen a bit. It's not wet, sorry, it's damp. Now, the trick is to start with the lightest color. So I'm gonna start actually with my concealer overall. I don't know if I need the spray yet, because as you feel like the layers are drying, you can kind of go ahead and spray this. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. You know, I just wanted to see how, like, can people of color and, you know, people with a little bit of pigmented skin and all, how would it work for people like that? Because, you know, if you have like awesome skin, obviously anything and any hack can like really work for you. Just gonna blend here on my chin, and also plenty of this. One main thing I wanted to see was, will this corrector blend with the concealer and how does it look? You know, because if it looks ridiculous, this whole video is kind of pointless. Or can we actually cut down the step of applying, you know, the corrector first and then sort of going in with this? Now we're gonna move to like, you know, the overall base. So wherever I've applied the tinted moisturizer, and even like, you know, those 2 little blush dots. I feel like the product is drying up, so I'll just give my face a little spritz. So by spritzing it, you're kind of re-wetting the product. I'm gonna maybe start with the blush first. So I'll start from here, which is like the outside, sorry, yeah, the inside part of my cheek. And then sort of, whoa, sorry, I needed to do the blush first. Okay, let's see. Oh man, this blush is so good. And then, you know, like once I'm done with all of this, I'm gonna see if I need to go in with something so that you guys can actually kind of keep that in mind, and maybe you can apply a little more of that. because at this point even I don't know how much of everything should I apply. I don't know why do I do this with a beauty blender. I could have even maybe gone in with a brush, but never mind since I'm already doing it with a beauty blender. One layer makeup hack. Okay, I have to set my under eyes because it is, obviously it is creasing. I'll also just go in with a little bit of this blush on my eyes just to, you know, bring some color back. I feel like the eyes need something, right? Like you can't just walk out your door with concealer on your eyes. Mascara. I'm just gonna use the telescopic mascara from L'Oreal. I think this is like my favorite mascara from drugstore. This is Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk Medium. Just a little gloss in the center, just to kind of brighten things up. Okay, so right now, according to the hack, according to the TikTok video, the look is complete. I would wear this, yes. It is easy, it's very quick, you saw it, right? Like in one go, we just had it all blended out, but these are the changes I would do. I would add a little more blush and I would even probably add a little bronzer. I will darken both of it with these. I'll use a little extra bronzer on the sides of my face mainly. Everything else is pretty alright. And I'll add a little bit of blush. Once again, I'll just do the blush first. Yeah, I think this just brings a little more contrast to, you know, all the colors, and it actually even balances out with the eye, so that looks nice. And I'll just like blend this along with the bronzer a bit. I was trying to see if I need any highlight, but I think I'm pretty fine without the highlight because the setting spray got in a little bit of that extra hydration and luminosity to the skin. Now I'll check it out again. So my final thoughts, if I'm in a hurry, yes, 100% I do this look. You know now how to balance out the bronzer and the blush. I mean, it has to be seen. If it's not seen, what's the point? So probably just go in, I would say, with 1.5 times more blush than you would apply, just because everything kind of blends out in one layer, and you know, your tinted moisturizer, your foundation that you have kind of dotted around might take over the contrast that the blush would provide to your complexion. So just make sure that you kind of go in with a little extra bronzer and blush. And definitely do not skip color correction if this is something that, you know, you suffer from, like pigmentation and dark circles. Now, comparing both the sides, since you saw what I did, right? Honestly, I find no difference in both the sides. They both look very similar. So maybe the next time if I'm doing this look, I will probably just, you know, when I put my concealer, I'll just put a little bit of corrector on top of it, and and the job should be done. Anyway, now comes your thoughts. What do you guys think? Would you try this kind of a look? You know, honestly, I think try it out, because until you try it, you kind of won't know. And all the products will be listed in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. If you haven't watched my clean girl aesthetic makeup, I'm going to link it here so that you guys can give that a watch. I've even tried the side and eyes look. Don't forget to support this channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.